'Ndrangheta, a hard word to get your tongue around. So let's just call it what it is. The Calabrian Mafia. They arrived in Australia early last century and established a power base in the farming country of New South Wales. Because that's what they were, peasant farmers. They grew fruit and veggies all right, but that wasn't their only cash crop. When marijuana came along, they couldn't believe their luck. They went into the dope business big time and made a fortune. And like mafia back home in Italy, they protected their pot of gold with tooth and claw.
I swear, I didn't do it.
Didn't we pay you enough?
Plenty. I never took the stuff.
Just tell the truth. You stole from the crop we pay you to look after.
You didn't knock me anyway.
Just tell me the truth.
And you won't knock me?
There is a chance.
I pinched 100 plants. You got hundreds of thousands out here. Listen, I sold them, but I'll get them back to you, OK? There's not a problem. I've got a bit now, I'll give you a bit. No, please! I told the truth. I told the truth.
Yes, you did. And you will go to heaven. With a limp. And when God says, why do you limp? You tell him the truth too. You thieved.
No, Tony!
Over the years, they notched up dozens of violent murders. Police couldn't ignore them forever. But how do you crack open an organisation like the Mafia? They're a family, they don't trust outsiders. They never talk business on the phone, and they never roll over.
Piazza Polito.
Si prende uno schipe, uno stronzo.
For a long time, the Ndrangheta was definitely in the too hard basket. But then along came a courageous cop who had other ideas. His name? Colin McLaren.
It's a jungle out there.
In the 1990s, the Australian government set up police operations across the country to find out exactly what the Mafia was up to and stop them. I was part of the Victorian task force. And that's the man I'm talking about, Colin McLaren. And that's his team, investigators, Italian translator, squirrels, including me. I was a squirrel. Nothing to do with acorns. It was our nickname for surveillance operatives. And there were the bean counters.
Loyalty is the core of Ndrangheta's success. You can't simply join Ndrangheta. You have to be born into Ndrangheta family. Ndrangheta grows by marriages between the families.
Antonio Russo is married to Maria Ritchie. She's the daughter of Carlo Ritchie. He's been the boss of the Griffith shebang for eons. Antonio has inherited the reins from Carlo.
Blood gives Ndrangheta its strength.
Blood and absolutely no mercy.
Io ti amo di più.
Got talking to my dad.
When was the last time I forgot, eh?
Never. Come on.
We started by buggering up their marijuana business, using satellite surveillance to bust their crops, 15 years before Google Earth.
3 fucking crops in a month. Fucking satellite. How can the fucking thing see a marijuana crop from outer fucking space?
They're costing us a lot of money. Antonio, we stop planting. Agreed?
There. Fix the fucker.
Except Antonio Russo was more than up to the challenge. But every step he took, we were right behind him.
I'm looking for, Market Street. Do you know where that is? Market Street, that one.
So, they must have unloaded 20,000 little marijuana babies.
But they can't be going to grow them in there. There's not enough room.
No. Mr. Russo's got somewhere else in mind.
Antonio's plan? Hydroponics on a massive scale, which needed a huge shed, tons of equipment, and some poor fool who was desperate enough to let his property be used by the mafia.
They're tooling up to grow under lights. Shifting the marijuana babies into this shed here, out of sight of the satellite, put them under growing lights, turn on the irrigation, $5 million worth.
Antonio Russo connected to the plants?
Rosario Torcaso connected to the shed.
So we've got more than enough to do them for conspiracy to cultivate.
Conspiracy's piss work, Roger. This is the top and Ndrangheta brass. As soon as they're in that shed with the growing lights turned on, they're up to their eyeballs in cultivation, possession and distribution. 10 years, 6 years to serve. That cuts the Ndrangheta head off.
So we're looking at, what, a month?
When they're in, we'll move.
I'll pencil a month into the timeline. The clock's ticking, remember?
A month? Even a humble squirrel like me thought it was ridiculously optimistic.
Would never have occurred to the old guy to grow crops undercover. Not in a million years. But Antonio Russo, this prick thinks outside the box. He's
a bright bastard.
Okay, the chef at farmer here, he telephoned to Antonio Russo. The farmer says his wife will not change her mind. She wants nothing to do with Ndrangheta, full stop. And Antonio says that he's relaxed about things, he understands. He says to wait 12 months and then reassess things.
Fuck me.
What do you want to go to Griffith for?
There is no guarantee they'll ever use the shed. And even if they do, we can't sit around on our asses waiting for 12 months.
There's none Ndrangheta here in Melbourne.
Foot soldiers. Roger, we've got to take down Antonio Russo. I've never been to Griffith. I just want to go up there, sniff around the place, suss out
We've
the
already
general...
spent a fortune on a squirrel's travel and meal allowance in Griffith.
Roger, you said so yourself, all right? The clock is ticking. We've got a 2-year statutory life. We're already 8 months in. This is our one chance. Now, I just have to find another angle in.
I'm sorry, I don't think so. No.
Can we clean up those marijuana babies?
Yep, waiting to speak to the local DI now. I thought we'd dummy up a drug raid, arm's length from us, you know. Local boys and girls acting on local intel. I'll concoct something.
Good, that's exactly what Colin and I thought.
If the Ndrangheta get a whiff of us now, they'll go absolutely to ground.
Good call. Griffith's lovely this time of year, isn't it?
Oh, Inspector Davis, hello. Sandra Dawn.
Squirrels. Who's up for showing Collywall the sights and delights of Griffith?
I've had a guffle with the dog.
I've got an appointment with my gynecologist.
Yeah, if you promise Roger won't shit himself. Fools rush in, right?
Colin, I'm sorry you've offered no tangible justification for the outlay in TAs and MAs in excess of those already allocated against Griffith.
Whatever, Roger. We're here, mate.
Whiskey Johnny lives up on the hill. Whiskey Johnny lives up on the hill. He drunk himself to death, Lord, he's living out there.
Che cosa? È impossibile. Che la trovate?
Porca puttana. Antonio's told that the marijuana babies were busted. He's very angry.
Very angry is good. Might unsettle him.
Watch yourselves.
Thanks, Sandra.
Antonio Russo's humble abode. Here he comes, the man himself.
Can you give me a ride downtown? He said if you ain't got a dollar, can you give me a ride downtown? Well, I just take a look and I ride that bus back down. Well, I ain't got nothing but a nickel to my name, Lord. He said I sure ain't got but a nickel to my name.
Local Palace of Dreams.
If I have when I ride that westbound, just the same.
Oh, to stale beer.
Yeah, I remember that cigarette smell from 6 months ago too.
2 G&Ts, please.
A lucky day. 11 o'clock, 2 tables pushed together, the dirty dozen.
It's squirrel.
28.000 piantine. Quanto sono costate?
The local fucking uniform copper found the stuff.
Passato è passato. È ora di voltare pagina.
Ok.
Carlo Ricci, Rosario Tocaso, Antonio Russo, the prize. The man who had to come up with a new business plan before the family looked for a new boss. Colin knew it was a golden opportunity. But without being family, without being blood, how could he even start a conversation?
There you go.
Grazie, Sara.
Come here. I got something for you, my darling. Oh, you put your little hand here. But if you win, you share with me.
I know what he wants to share with you, sweetheart. I've had a vision, so go with me. Just stay here. Excuse me, has anyone played this one recently?
No.
Beauty. See, I've got this theory that these are programmed to pay out after a period of inactivity. Scientific theory, of course.
There's no system. Trust me. I do know the people who own these machines, though.
Oh.
They're sitting over there if you want to complain. But I wouldn't.
Nah. It's a quick in the dead world these days. Make $1 any way you can. It's thirsty work, this. What are you drinking?
Rum. I'm Sarah. Herlihy.
Hi, Sarah. Cole Goodwin.
Cole?
Yeah.
Like as in Cole, Newcastle kind of Cole.
No, C-O-L-E.
Oh,
Old family name.
really? Tradition, that's so good. Where are you from?
Melbourne.
I love Melbourne. I've never been there, but I know I'd love it. What do you do?
I'm self-employed. I'm an art dealer.
Wow, I love art.
Yeah?
Yeah. Can you, sorry, just excuse me. Just a sec.
Yep.
Hey, boys. I'll see you later, yeah?
Che ragazza sorba.
Oh, you're a naughty man.
Hey, Sarah, I can be pretty fucking naughty
See you
too.
later.
Che ragazza spinta.
Okay, ciao.
Oh,
Nice tits.
Thank you, nice shirt.
can't you show some respect?
Say hello. Hi, lover. My name's Cole Goodwin. I'm a Melbourne art dealer, and we're overnighting here on our way to Broken Hill to Bright Arts Gallery.
Now it all became stunningly crystal clear to me. My team leader was flying by the seat of his pants. But what did I know? I was only a squirrel.
I love Pratt. He does key rings.
For the next 2 hours, Colin's strategy was to get Sarah very drunk.
Had a job.
In Broken Hill?
No. Here at Griffith Library.
Hey, Dinkum.
But I'm friendly with the wrong Italians, so they said no. So no job. Bastards.
Yeah.
Well, it's because, come here. Because they're the mafia. Non-Drangheta. They're, Calabrian mafia. They're my boys. Yeah. But they're my only friends here.
Sorry, I'm late. Traffic. What have I missed?
We're infiltrating the Ndrangheta.
Cole Goodwin, art dealer, will have cards, brochures and stationery printed up inside 24 hours, and the Pro Heart Keyrings are organised, mate.
Stuff, mate. Roger. Good morning.
Infiltration.
Yep. Jude and I found the perfect back to ride in on. Female associate, desperate for friends.
There's no way into the Ndrangheta. You heard Vito. Small Jude is only a squirrel.
The art world has a
She's a very
seriously...
good squirrel.
Yes, she is, mate. The art world has a seriously shonky underbelly. That's their angle, and that's what's happening.
So you're prepared to risk Jude's life?
No. I am.
Infiltration isn't undercover.
Undercover's pretending to be a waiter, a cab driver for a couple of weeks. Infiltration is about burrowing into your target's hearts, winning their trust and living their lives with them for however long it takes. As long as they don't twig to you first and kill you. If you're up for this, I'll be glad. And if you're not, then I'll understand completely.
If you think I can do it.
It's not what I think. It's going to be your life at risk.
Yours if I screw up.
Yeah, but I've been there and I've done it, okay? I know the risks. So I want an audio link back to this office, Tiny, but I'm not wearing a wire, okay? I hate the things. And this operation's long-term, so way too risky.
Coward.
Yeah, got him one.
Got a mobile phone I've been having a bit of a dick around with.
Yep.
Technically, it's still in R&D, but the bug is testing its little plastic head off. Functioning mobile phone, push 5-1 on the keypad, enables it as a transmitter. Transmission mode cancels phone capabilities, so no one can call you when you're transmitting.
A star, Tony.
You're a scholar, Cole. One other thing, it sucks battery power in transmission mode. I'm working on it, but take spare batteries. Crates of them. Yeah, right.
The Calabrian Mafia? You're insane. I mean, we're Sicilian. We can be evil. Those Calabrians are seriously dangerous mothers, mate. That's not a caponata. That's not Sicilian, mate. That's a... that's a skip version of Sicilian.
Come over here and ask me some questions.
All right, OK.
I'm now an art dealer. I need to know more than I do.
All right. What's a Norman Lindsay original sketch worth?
Pen and ink, $1,200. Pencil, $900.
Well, I'm off to work to try and poison someone.
Hey, your old man's disappearing out of your life again, Chelsea. Mixing it with murdering Calabrians.
I'm used to it. I love you, Papa Bear. Ciao, Uncle Vinny.
Ciao, Bella.
See ya.
Colin had raised Chelsea alone since she was 18 months old. She never stopped worrying about him.
Come on, Bubba, let's see what we've got here.
Please be careful. You're the only Papa Bear I've got. I love you. Chelsea.
It's not acting. There's no script to follow. It's a matter of sticking to strategy, being utterly believable, and winning.
Being comfortable in our art dealer and fiancé skins. Comfortable with each other as a engaged couple.
Exactly. Hanging in, surviving. Am I flogging this stuff?
Yes, but it's helping. And I don't know if this is strictly according to the manual, but I'm shooting myself.
Can you sing?
Not for nuts.
No, neither. But I found it helps.
We can put away the bad memories together.
I don't know the words though.
Close the doors and ask forever. Watching you touch. We're past this much. Yeah, I'm alone with you tonight. I'm alone with you tonight. I'm alone with you tonight. Hey, what do you think? You never seen a girl in her undies before?
Yes. Sure. I just never figured you for those kind of undies.
Then goes a girl's mystery.
I'd go the cream and black thing. Low-cut blouse for Rosario Chicasso's benefit. Now,
We can't prepare beyond setting ourselves goals for each time.
Understood. I'd have picked you for a boxer's kind of bloke.
Boxers are fine if you fancy an oversized slug flopping around in your pants.
Bang goes your mystery. So our first goal tonight has to be to meet them.
Meet them, make ourselves interesting enough that they want to get to know us.
This is as low as I can get my top without my boobs falling out. If I take my bra off, I'm going to look like a slapper.
Absolutely fine.
Spare batteries for the phone?
Ready, lover?
As I'll ever be, fiancé.
The key rings. Thank you so much. I'll treasure them.
We did promise.
We always keep our promises.
Do you want to meet my boys? I told them everything about you. Do you remember my boys?
Yeah.
They're just over here.
Okay.
This was it. No turning back. How do you make small talk when your mind's completely blank?
Boys, these are my friends.
Make small talk with fruit growers whose orchards are killing fields.
Cole Goodwin and Jude Powell. This is Carlo Ricci, Antonio Russo and his brother Rocco. Rosario Tocarso and his brother Dominic.
Please, sir, join us.
Maybe they weren't in the mood to kill anyone tonight.
What will you drink? Sarah maybe already knows.
2 G&Ts.
Spot on.
Thank you, sir.
It's your first time in Griffith?
No, this is, what, our second time?
Yeah.
I remember your first time.
Yeah? I'm sorry, I don't recall. What a lovely place, Griffith.
Yeah, it is so peaceful and relaxing.
Thank you. We like it. It's sad there is a bad reputation here.
Oh, I haven't come across that.
Or me. But anyway, what's a reputation worth? I mean, Melbourne's is for 4 seasons in one day. Thank you. Look, personally, I like variety.
Thank you, Sarah.
Have you been to Melbourne, Rosario?
Plenty of times.
About Lygon Street. Do you like Lygon Street? The restaurants there?
Sure. We like Tiamo.
You like, obviously, Italian food?
Yeah. Grew up with Italians. Sort of an adopted son. Sunday lunch in the backyard. They come home from Mass, up in the fridge, panata, with the fresh sardines, homemade cassata.
You grew up with Sicilians?
Yeah. Good people.
Yeah, not better people for fucking Sicilians. See, that's Calabrian humour.
Yeah, well, they cook the best Italian food I've ever had.
Really? If you're hungry, if you would appreciate some nice Calabrian cucina, my family own a restaurant in the street. You're welcome to come.
We'd love to.
Show you what real Italian food is,
Good night.
I'm not happy.
So far, so good. Now came the difficult bit. We had to show them we had something they wanted, but they had to discover it themselves.
Fichi ripieni alla calabrese. I know that is stuffed figs, but alla calabrese.
Alla calabrese. Yeah, sure. It's the sauce.
It's not the sauce.
It means it's cooked like in Calabria.
I get it now.
You become art dealer. I grow grapes, citrus fruit. My family grew them. Your family was art dealers?
No. I was maybe 18, backpacking around Europe. Stumbled upon the art galleries, and that blew my mind.
So, you earn a commission, sell a painting, get a percentage.
Spinaci and patate arrosto.
Grazie. Oh, Dio! What is wrong with your phone? It's like it's going to burst into flames.
She's warm. I told you it was too cheap to be any good, lover. She can't walk past the bargain.
Am I in trouble again?
Your bargain mobile phone is about to burst into flames.
Well, you've lost every expensive one I bought you, so...
It's like my wife. Cannot walk past bargain.
So, wait. Commission. Put it this way, Antonio. If I had to rely on commission, I'd still be driving a Commodore. I have a fruitful relationship with some very clever clients.
What sort of things do you learn from these clever clients?
Okay. So long as you're not the tax man. I learned things like, where do you hide a mountain of cash so that the tax man might see it? It could be staring him right in the face, but he'd never recognize it.
Yeah, he's a friend. Costs maybe $50.
You know that. Taxman doesn't. You spend 200 grand cash on a Tom Roberts. Put it right there. Taxman will walk right past it. 200 grand cash, hidden in full view. And if you pick the right painting, you can turn a profit on the resale too. 40, 50% over 2 years sometimes.
You know, you're a very good businessman, Cole Goodwin.
I honestly can't remember the last time I complained. Terrific night, Antonio. Thank you very much.
It was a lovely night.
Piacere, Joe. It was nice meeting you both. Next time you come through, maybe we'll see each other again, eh?
Sure thing. Hey, do you know, is there a United Bank branch in town?
Yeah, go 2 streets, 10 left.
Good man, Dominic. Thank you.
Thanks, Dominic. Thank you, everyone.
Night all.
Ciao.
Through that.
I can't believe Tony didn't tell me the fucking phone cooks itself.
Please tell me this gets easier with practice.
I wish I could.
He's in between girlfriends, isn't he?
The revolving door's in for repairs, I believe, yes.
How long's it been since he's had a root?
Your point being? Look, Jude's a sort and a half, but there's just no way in the world. He's a pro. It'd compromise the operation.
Yeah, not to mention constitute a sacking offence on top of legal ramifications. Jude's untrained, therefore vulnerable.
Which is exactly why he wouldn't.
Antonio Russo is as seriously bright as we figured. He's looking for new opportunities, which means he's receptive. You can't want more in a target. All up, we're on track. As long as those, undies don't derail us.
If these are posing an operational difficulty, I can always switch to cottontails.
I spoke to the accountant. Cole Goodwin was talking of a thing called money laundering. Usually it makes your cash look like it's legitimate, but with Cole's way, you can make 50% on top.
But they can't.
Because what is our cash earning us now?
Our cash is safe now.
Con il dovuto rispetto, Carlo.
We're not fucking businessmen. What we do well. È uno skip Cole Goodwin. Stai alla larga di questo stronzo.
No,
What do you think about Cole Goodwin?
No way I'm going to do it. Life's too short.
think business. What do you think about Gold Goodwin? Tell me.
Never trust a fucking skid.
Times change. I like his mind. I think we can use him.
Sounded good last night, Champa. This is Champa.
Early days, mate. Very early days. Hey, what's Tiny's story on that overheating?
Well, best guess, it's battery related. He saw some stronger ones to test as we speak. Oh, and George Henderson from the United Bank called. Apparently a staffer at the Griffith branch did a recce on Cole Goodwin's accounts. You made an impression. How often does he fart in bed?
Fart?
We've got a sweeper on it.
Favour, Roger.
Oh, hard man to catch. I've had queries from above regarding our timelines. When can we expect to be looking at drug deals?
When and if they happen. The last thing that we need is paranoid Ndrangheta. So can you please talk to the other state section leaders, tell them to hold off any Ndrangheta busts until further notice?
Done.
Colin wasn't making it up when he told Antonio he'd grown up with Italians. That's the secret of a good cover story. Make it as close to the truth as possible.
Thanks for coming, Uncle Colin. Dad said you might not be able to make it.
No, I wouldn't miss it for the world, sweetheart.
Most important day in a Catholic kid's life. And you got here for her. You agnostic bastard.
Ask him if he's making it to my chef graduation.
Are you going to make it to the most important day in your only kid's life?
I promised I'd try. Okay?
Try? You slack parenting bastard.
I'll do my best, sweetheart.
Watching you touch one past this much. I'm alone with you tonight. I'm alone with you.
In this job, you never ever get over the nerves. It was the Calabrian's move. We could only play it by ear. Colin's job was to become Antonio's mate. Mine, to keep Rosario happy.
You still got this fucking thing. Let me get you a new one. I know a guy.
Thanks all the same, but I actually had it fixed.
But it's shit.
What? It's sentimental shit. Okay? Jude got it for me. Capito?
Jude, I gotta ask you something.
Ask away.
Cole, this picture thing. I spoke to the accountant. He liked the idea.
Okay.
Rocco's shy. Can't talk to a skirt. His balls turn blue like they're gonna burst.
I don't know what was worse, Rosario's mouth, his BO, or his dress sense.
Maybe you have time to find a nice painting for my wall.
Yeah, sure. I mean, there's bound to be an art auction on somewhere, you know.
The accountant said also maybe we can find other ways to work together.
Maybe make use of your bank account.
Park some money for you?
For a commission, of course.
No, mate, I wouldn't have a problem with that. You guys must be doing all right out of oranges.
You bet. Plenty money in oranges and lemons. And we have other irons in the fire.
It was the first hint he'd given, but a giant step in the right direction. It was a double infiltration. We were seducing him, and he was seducing us.
50 fucking grand for that?
It's nice. I like it.
So do I.
You have good taste, Jude. Is Maria my wife? Cole Goodwin, Jude Powell.
Lovely to meet you.
Oh, it's a noisy kids. Louisa, little Tony.
No, it's not.
Louisa. I think Antonio should spend less time with Rosario and much more time with Cole.
Every so often I'd catch myself thinking, these are very warm, generous people. I like them.
Someone's always looking over my shoulder. So scared. I'm frightened just to walk around the corner. Last night, your eyes upon me everywhere. Looking over my shoulder. Oh,
drug dealing mafioso. Antonio Russo's pretty good company.
Cole, what do you reckon about Italian religious art?
Oh, I could take it or leave it.
Hey, you can be honest. Maria likes this stuff.
Hi, Jude. Hi, Cole.
Yeah.
What do I like?
Religious art.
Hey, you leave my religious side alone. It's my faith. Coffee? Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Me, I have faith. But I hate religious fucking art.
If I see another agonised John the Baptist, I'll amputate his fucking head myself.
So, Cole Goodwin, these other irons we have in the fire, small business we have on the side. Plenty dope smoked in our business.
Maybe our business would be paralysed for that chuff.
That's interesting. We was wondering.
But that's nothing compared to the music business. I've got some contacts in music, and they love their drugs. Believe me.
It's even more interesting.
Size, that's a pretty size. That's a tiny size. Keep going, keep going. That's my size.
Jude? Scarlett. Jude, I'm studying for my confirmation. Oh, Louise, I'm not Catholic. You don't have to be to test me. Okay, the 7 gifts of the Holy Spirit. Can't you ask me the disciples?
Louisa, you know the disciples. What are the 7 gifts?
No, take it seriously now. Go on in.
Go!
Get out of here.
Go! Any quick.
What does he bloody know?
Oh.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You better fertilise your hands. What are you doing?
You are not good.
It's good. It's not good. It's all right. That's a good enough.
Italian priority that works for me. Family.
Why you feel so much for family, Cole?
Growing up, there wasn't much of one. Makes you swear you'd do it differently if you ever have one.
One day, I hope you have the opportunity. Your road has been hard, huh?
You do your best.
Don't ever make a road hard, Cole. Ever. Welcome to our family, Cole Goodwin. What are you telling me?
Something's happened.
Leave it with me, I'll fix it.
Madonna.
He's coming.
We have a problem. Business. We have a snitch. We must go.
Snitch?
Someone we thought we could trust, huh? Not your problem. We find the snitch, they have a problem. Stay. Enjoy yourselves.
We didn't know what the hell had happened, but Colin grabbed the opportunity to prove that we'd been in the house in case Antonio ever tried to deny he'd met us.
Yeah. Thanks, Sandra. Yeah, good work, mate. Some Queensland admin dickhead decided an and get a bust in the Queensland boondocks wouldn't impact on our operation.
How could they not think that that would impact on us?
Don't know whether you noticed this, Jude, but the service is made up of 2 ranks that usually manage to achieve something, and above us, about 7 ranks of clowns who wouldn't know if their penises were on fire.
Junk food and cat piss. Perfect way to celebrate graduation.
Chef can see us now.
Hey, who's missing?
My dad. We share. I couldn't make it, but I know it's here in spirit.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I've got no helmet, baby, I've got no right. When your boyfriend comes back to town, I'll be gone. I didn't choose to be riding with you.
Hai capito? Ti voglio qua immediatamente.
Carlo Ricci's been on the phone to Calabria. He wants someone called Massimo Falsetta on the first plane out here, ASAP.
Who the fuck?
I don't know. Guido in the anti-mafia unit in Rome will know.
Thanks, Sandra. Carlo Ricci's importing a snitch hunter. Massimo Falsetta. According to Guido in the anti-mafia unit in Rome, his talents are spoken of as whore. Ciao, Rocco.
I think maybe we find someplace nice to talk business.
What about back at our place?
Jude does not want to be bothered by men discussing business.
I don't mind men discussing business.
Come on, Jude, let's go, sweetheart.
Jude, you getting back again, eh? Maybe a couple of hours.
Come on, Jude, let's go, honey.
Bye.
Papa Bear. Papa Bear. Hey. Papa Bear.
Papa Bear. Hey. Papa Bear. Papa Bear. Hey.
What's that slag on? Drogata. All right, we're ready? We can keep a fucking secret. So if you can, Jude don't have to know nothing.
Unless you make our rota hard, then we tell her. Time to get down to business, Cole.
About time, Antonio.
This ain't for you lot's delicate ears, Monica. Go lick each other all over. Huh? I'll see you later.
Okay, Cole. We have another iron in the fire. We're getting into cocaine. What do you reckon?
Diversifying. It's good business practice.
If you don't grow, you go backwards.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's the market like, you reckon? In the art business, music business.
For cocaine? You've never seen so many disintegrating nasal passages.
We're importing half a ton.
But we already got stock. 195 grand a kilo. Pure.
What's that worth on the street? Like a mil? Fair enough. I'll take a kilo of cocaine, thanks. Nice finally doing business with you boys.
Hey, what's the fucking hurry, Carl? Relax. We give all our new clients a fucking present. This is Rachel. We'd have wrapped her up for you, but she gets off at that sort of thing. She'll take good care of you.
How you doing?
So, what's your fancy?
To be perfectly honest, I really not.
I'm gonna keep you up, or
powers.
For Christ's sake, let's keep this off the record. A working girl, pole dancing on your knob while you're on duty is some serious shit.
Troops, progress?
All good. I think he's on top of things.
You're nice, Cole. How come you know Rosario and Antonio?
They buy art from me. I'm an art dealer.
Cool. I like art.
Cool.
Rosario must be really interested in you and your art.
He's a good guy, Rosario. And Antonio. A couple of good guys. Good mates, in fact.
How did you do that?
So I didn't know. Okay? And what were you doing there?
Working. I got a job.
Well, how am I to know?
Because I left you a note. But it was still there 2 weeks later, so I just threw it away.
I'm sorry.
Well, we didn't always have to communicate by notes.
One day. Okay? One day.
Yeah, well, that's same old bullshit.
One day. In the meantime, you don't know what those notes mean to me.
How was your night anyway?
Don't ask.
Chelsea, all right?
Yeah, she's amazing. You should meet her.
I almost did. As for the other matter, lucky we're not engaged, I would have cut your oversized slug off.
I did order a kilo of pure coke.
As you do prior to a root in a brothel. Days in the office don't get much tougher. I reckon this is almost better than a real engagement, even without the humping.
Been there.
Still am there.
Is he in the job?
Powerlifter.
Professional.
Just powerlifts.
This is exactly what I mean.
About what?
What you need in a partner. Someone you can trust. Someone who trusts you. Yeah, well, you can't put brains into monuments, can you? Ah, thanks, Big Bird. I owe you one.
What now?
A mate of mine with the New South Wales Task Force reckons that word of our infiltration's all over Sydney and Brisbane.
How can it be?
There was a Task Force Admin National Conference a while back in Sydney. Afterwards, a little bit of socialising and professional dick measuring. And all of a sudden, our supposedly top secret operation wasn't anymore.
Great. How long till that reaches Griffith?
Well, better not, or we're dead. Clowns.
never applied for $195,000 for a kilo of pure coke before.
Well, think about it like you're applying for a new globe in your desk light. Times it by 1 million.
Sandra.
The response to our application just came back. You might want to sit down. They've approved $50,000. Maximum.
What the fuck am I supposed to say to Antonio? Oh, yeah, sorry, mate. You know, 50 grand's our limit. Me and Jude are just some pissant fringe players. The whole point of this operation is to do deals. You know, that's all the clowns are on my back about.
Excuse me. Lord Carlo Ricci talking with Antonio. You are going to meet Massimo Falzetta later tonight. Carlo wants him to look you and Jude over.
Piacere, Massimo. Piacere, nice to meet you. This is my fiancée, Jude.
Massimo understands more English than he speaks. He's come out to help organize with the cocaine importation.
Fair enough.
Excuse us, Carlo. Massimo.
Yeah, we got a business to talk. Don't we, Carl? Organised payment for a kilo of coke, deliveries, boring detail stuff.
Sure. Jude, do you want to organise some drinks for everyone?
Absolutely. I can offer everyone a lovely red wine, courtesy of some very generous friends of ours in Griffith.
For starters, you're probably not going to want to split a kilo of coke, are you?
We can't. It comes in sealed packages of 1 kilo.
You got problems, Carl?
Only that this guy's umming and ahhing over 3 Norman Lindsay oils. $250,000 worth for 200 grand. You still mucking me around.
That is disappointing.
It's pissing me off.
You said you had plenty contacts.
Fuck him off. Get the money somewhere else.
Nice house.
Thank you. Massimo fine with the red wine?
Yeah, he is.
Non mi fate loro.
And he says that he wish he could live here.
The blast ripped through the office on the top floor of the 12-storey building. Contained in a parcel, the bomb blew up.
On Tuesday, March the 2nd, 1994, an obscenely destructive phosphorus bomb delivered terror to Australia. The target was the National Crime Authority's Adelaide Task Force office. The victim was Jeffrey Bowen, Colin's equivalent in South Australia.
Who will IBM Promotions, Pete?
Beats me. Big computer related, yeah.
Didn't order anything computer related. Could be a bomb.
Oh, yeah, right.
It's no wise.
The dead man was Sergeant Jeffrey Bowen, a senior detective.
South Australian mafia identities were at the top of the suspect list.
This is a wicked and evil thing that's been done. This is something
No one has ever been convicted.
completely out of the character of this country.
The NCA has a wide-ranging role investigating organised and white-collar crime. Most recently, it's tackled drugs and the mafia.
We beefed up our security. Every task force in the country did. But it didn't help me.
I'm not leaving the operation, Roger.
No way. We couldn't have got this far without Jude.
Sorry, it's come from above.
I don't care how high it came down from, Roger. What, did it come from the same clown that wouldn't authorise full-tote odds to buy that kilo of coke?
It's been deemed too dangerous for Jude to continue.
Or did it come from the same clown that got a piss in Sydney, opened his mouth and nearly got us killed?
We cannot risk Jude's life. Now, this is not, I stress, it's not negotiable. It's understood for operational legal reasons, 2 operatives are required for the purposes of corroboration. I'll try to put another male operative in Jude's place.
This endless ride has got me alone. I've been holding on by a thread, falling towards the end. I have been held by 1,000 hands.
26. One for each week of our engagement.
And I know that something is wrong.
Thought you could do with some company. This stuff's like battery acid. I can hear it churn through the glass as we speak. You started without me, you prick.
They can get fucked, mate. Every clown that's ever fucked us over. Fuck all of them.
Yeah, good, eh? Where's your corky? See, the proverbial bar, Champer. The bar that one sets for oneself. Your bar is set permanently up there somewhere. I mean, a Mexican bloody jumping bean on amphetamines couldn't clear it. Yeah. Beats me why. And if that's not enough, you let the fucking clowns get to you. You take it personally, right? You can't. Okay, shit happens in life, otherwise the world's perfect, and it's not. Except Collingwood Football Club is.
Jeffrey Bowen paid the ultimate price, mate. And we can't get more than 50 grand. So walk away when Antonio tells me to piss off, or walk away now. What's the diff? It's over. The only thing I'm gonna miss is his company.
Yeah, he said he was good company. He bothered the shit out of me.
That man has more balls and more brains than all the clowns put together.
He kills people, Champer.
They can get you killed, Lee. Getting on the piss after a conference in Sydney.
Colin?
I told him not to call you.
Tells me you're being a dickhead.
You're out of it, bud. Better off.
Hey, listen, you're not the only one with the investment. I put 6 of the craziest, most exciting months of my life into this. If you walk away now, I will personally put your oversized slug in a vice and I'll stretch it until it looks like that sausage in the photograph.
That makes 2 of us. Fiancé.
So we've spent 18 months, and goodness knows how many millions targeting the Ndrangheta. Now, for an extra couple of $100,000, we can clean them up. I'm no accountant, but it sounds like a mighty good investment to me.
The Commissioner did his sums and saw the sense. Roger, ever cautious, insisted Colin wear a wire as well as carry the mobile phone transmitter.
Colin, I was sorry to hear Jude's mother is not well.
Thanks, mate. I spoke to her this morning in Sydney. Things aren't looking good. She said to say hello.
Give it our best regards, huh?
Yeah, I will do. Thanks, mate. What's this?
Dolce.
I think it is.
It's your killer of pure fucking cocaine, you prick.
tow this baby somewhere safe. And I'll be back later with the cash. At 7:30. You do trust me to pay later?
We know where you fucking live, Skip.
And at 7:30, on the dot.
That should cover the cost of dessert.
Followed 2 weeks later by 10 kilos of skunk weed. With funding freed up, Colin became a regular at his local drug dealer corner store. 18 months of scheming, sweating and tradecraft all coming to fruition. And it got even better.
Cole, this business we've been doing, it's, what do you say, chicken shit compared to what we have in mind next. 1/2 ton of marijuana heads, grown in New Guinea. $6 million worth. It come from New Guinea on a boat to this Queensland place. Horn Island. We load it onto a plane, fly it to Griffith. We gift you 1/6 share, $1 million worth. The cost to you, zero. Nothing. Just find us an aeroplane and a pilot. For some reason, we humble fruit growers have trouble hiring aeroplanes.
Done. Jeez, when it fucking rains around here, it pours.
And this is the icing on the proverbial. This cuts in Drunketer's head off and buries it.
Is this doable?
No, it's got to be.
I mean, sure. I run into coppers with covert experience and a pilot's license every day.
Yeah? Well, let's find us one.
I'd shit myself if I had to front an Ndrangheta. And so would he.
I'm down to this guy. I wish I could say he filled me with more hope.
Senior Sergeant Jim Zignatowski was a loyal Victoria police officer who enjoyed his posting in the peace and quiet of the coroner's court.
So where's Horn Island? Torres Strait, just off Cape York Peninsula. Then fly back to an airfield just outside Griffith, New South Wales, with cargo. 1/2 ton of marijuana heads.
And at least one passenger, Colin McLaren.
Undercover as Cole Goodwin. But in all likelihood, there'll be 2 passengers. Colin and Rosario Torcaso, a member of the Ndrangheta.
The Ndra what?
Calabrian Mafia.
Oh. No, it all looks feasible. 1/2 ton of cargo, a couple of passengers. Have to rip the interior out and fit it all in. Looking at something fairly sizable. E.g. your Navajo chieftain.
Right. Can you fly one?
In my sleep, Colin.
You gotta remember Cole. You gotta remember Cole. Don't worry. We're cooking, Ziggy.
Cole. Cole.
Yeah, Cole.
Civil aviation bods will go mental.
Why's that?
Oh, I haven't got a licence to fly a Navajo chieftain. Bit like having a car licence and you want to drive, e.g. a bus. I'll get licence though, only take a couple of months, but Colin.
Yeah.
Cole.
Sorry, I'm early. Antonio up, Pip?
Just woken up.
Oh. Bad timing. Can you tell him that the plane's not a problem, but there's a bit of a glitch with the pilot? We're looking at maybe 8 weeks.
So you got a pilot?
Yeah, of course I've got a pilot.
We've got to meet him, approve him.
That's the glitch. He's in demand because he's the best.
The boat has to land here, at the jetty. There's nowhere else. This is all mangroves. You've got about 10 to 12 metres of grassy area here, right at the end of the strip. Now, the plane would park here for quickest, most efficient loading.
So, I'm thinking that we put the soggies in here, in the mangroves, which will be here. That way they can cover both directions, the plane and the jetty. Once that plane is loaded, then we move in, OK? You're going to be in Griffith to the cavalry, awaiting my call to take down the Ndrungata brass.
Colin, why the Sogs?
Because they're the pros.
But they're Melbourne-based. The Certs are Queensland-based.
The Sogs are the pros, Roger.
One more week and we get a pilot.
It's good news, huh? I tell Rosario 100 times, he don't let us down. I tell you something too. You're lucky you're a small businessman. Our big business, all I get, big headache, huh? This stuff Italian?
Italian Renaissance.
I see no John the Baptist asking for his head to be fucking amputated, huh? Grazie Dio.
The Italian Renaissance artists led the way into secular art, non-religious stuff.
You're really into art, huh?
Art washes away from the soul the dust of everyday life.
Yeah. That's nice. I like that.
Yeah, I wish I'd thought of it before Picasso did.
Cole, I have a confession. Massimo Falsetta came here to find a snitch. Carlos idea. Carlo never trusted you and Jude. Even when I vouch for you. Even when I stake my own life, you are trustworthy, you don't believe me. Old man, huh?
Old man, huh?
Hey, maybe we bring Maria here. You and me and Jude. Wash from the souls the dust of everyday life.
Ziggy. Oh, g'day, mate. How are you?
When did you last shower, mate?
Oh, about a week or so ago. Thought I may as well look the part. Sleeping on the couch at home and everything. So, I meet you and Rosario Tacasso, Weipa Airport, about 3 a.m. day after tomorrow.
Just so you know, Ziggy, this is at a satellite range after Weipa. After that, we're on our own. It might be a good idea if you just kept a very low profile, okay? Just keep the pressure off yourself.
Mate, I'm way ahead of you. Mr. Invisible is me.
Just fucking one week.
Enough. Rosario, you ready to go?
I'm sorry, Cole. Rosario got too many things to organize in Griffith.
I don't know what the fuck's going on. And there isn't a weapon on that plane.
Look, I'll see if I can organise to get you one at Brizzy or Cairns Airport.
Thanks. Couldn't shake him in Brizzy. No, he even went for a piss with me.
So Brizzy said, I'm sorry, babe, that was our last chance. Listen, one more quick thing. You have the certs at Horn Island.
Fuck!
Roger's doing, I'm sorry, more economical than flying up the Sogs. I can't talk to you again after Weipa, so good luck.
Thanks, Sandra.
Morning, Cole. Rosario?
Not Rosario. This is Massimo Falzetta. How good's your memory?
Too bloody good.
Ten minutes till the boat arrives, Massimo.
Hey, Rosario. Hey, don't worry. Call is on top of it. You call us, okay?
Massimo, I can hear the boat.
Well, they're on time.
Here they come, Massimo. Eccoli qua.
Don't move! Don't
Ah, the man himself. Congratulations.
Cert broke cover when he got pissed on. We missed the boat and the drugs.
No matter. We got him on conspiracy to import. That and everything else. 13 Ndrangheta in custody, including all the top brass.
It was a fuck-up, Roger. A monumental fuck-up.
We cut the Ndrangheta's head off. Mission accomplished. I'll do my best to ensure that nothing comes of the intercourse with the prostitute business. I'll do my best, but never can tell.
No more notes. Ever. I promise.
The Calabrians' committal hearing was the first time they'd set eyes on us since their arrest.
We call Detective Sergeant Colin McLaren to the stand.
Or, as they were probably entitled to describe it, their betrayal. It's a two-way street, betrayal. You can feel betrayed, and you can know in your heart that you have betrayed. And you wonder how you're going to live with it.
Please read the statement.
I solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that the evidence I shall give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Be seated.
Colin spent 6 days in the witness box. Day 3 was the killer.
Where did this meeting take place?
At the Green Gardens Hotel.
And was it on the second or the third meeting that you allege my client discussed the importation?
Our case was overwhelming. All the defence could do was try to undermine Colin's credibility as a witness by catching him out on details.
One of which you claim in June of last year, 9th of June.
The 11th of June, in Mr. Russo's suite.
Tell the court what transpired.
I arrived early. I knocked on the door, and Mr. Torcaso told me that Mr. Russo was still in bed.
And?
And I went to the bedroom door. I knocked, and I opened the door.
And?
And Mr. Russo was in bed with Kim. Kim is a waitress from Griffith. She accompanied Mr. Russo on several trips to Melbourne.
In the Ndrangheta world, honour isn't just important. It's all that matters. What goes on in private is private, even if everyone knows it goes on. There's no logic, that's just the way it is. But when private becomes public...
How are you?
Shithouse. Maria's face.
Hazard of the trade.
How are you? They're going to be committed. They'll be convicted. We should be celebrating.
You know, there is one bit of tradecraft that I never got around to mentioning.
Yeah, what's that?
The very best you can ever hope for in a partner is a mate. And we done good, mate.
We done good, yeah. But the Mafia didn't agree. And they had a very long memory.
See what I'm looking at you, Roger.
Sorry?
Just quit.
What on earth for? It's a huge result. Don't you understand the future that's set up for you?
Yeah. Reckon you get a promotion out of it?
I'm quietly confident.
See when I'm looking at you. I've come to the realisation that the only way to avoid gooses pooing down on you is to work for yourself. There's no one there to screw it up for you. And there's no one there to bask in the glory when you have a win.
Sounds logical to me.
So that's why we're going into business. At first, I was thinking of, pensione.
Like a B&B?
Yeah. But then I thought, hang on, Chelsea's a chef. Why not make it a ristorante? And I thought, bugger it. Go the whole hog, you weak sod. So, it's going to be called Villa Gusto. It's going to be an Italian hotel and restaurant. With me hosting, pulling corks, and you cooking. What do you reckon? Ours.
Antonio Russo served 8 years of his 13-year sentence. In those days, a quick guilty plea earned a reduction. He'd been advised not to return to Griffith.
Antonio!
But that wasn't Antonio's way. Some said Antonio was punished for getting conned by a skip. Most reckoned he'd have been forgiven that mistake if he hadn't publicly dishonoured his wife.
Colin McLaren.
You fucking user. You fucking user.
Who's this?
Just somebody else you fucking used. What do you do?
Sarah.
I hope Antonio Russo haunts you for the rest of your days.
You remember David McMillan? He's not your favourite bloke, is he?